I'm always asked, how did I hear about Nyack? I did not hear about Nyack through the internet. I did not hear about Nyack through an ad. I did not hear about Nyack through a friend. Unfortunately and fortunately, I heard about Nyack in prison. In 2002, 2004, I was sentenced to 18 years to life. My journey began in 2002. I went to trial in 2004. I did not get to finish college. All because of a rash decision that I made. While I was incarcerated, I promised myself and my mom that I would continue to educate myself as best as I could. And that consisted of reading many books, speaking to other individuals who were educated in their own ways, being very inquisitive, because that's all I had. I went through a very dark period in my life while I was incarcerated. And it wasn't until 2010 that I asked God for the opportunity to go back to school. And I said that I would not squander this opportunity whenever it would present itself. It took 8 years for me to be granted that opportunity. I arrived at Fishkill Correctional Facility in 2017, September 2017, probably a month shy of the admissions process to get into Nyack. I didn't know about Nyack until I got to Fishkill Correctional Facility. While I was there, I was in the admissions office every day, because I wanted that opportunity to go back to school. I met Professor Sanchez. He was my philosophy professor. And then I met Miss Jamila Wright, Professor Jamila Wright, my world civilization professor. And after a semester of class, I was asked by Professor Sanchez if I would be his clerk. And of course I said yes. Mr. Sanchez and Ms. Wright believed in me. And they granted me the opportunity to work with them. In doing so, I continued my studies. I worked hard, writing. There's no computer. I don't have a computer, I don't have a laptop. I do not have a phone. I have pencil and paper and a typewriter. And that's how I did my work. I encountered many obstacles. The resources are very limited in prison. There's no internet. So I had to resort to the old-fashioned way of pulling books. These individuals believed in me. When there was times that I doubted myself, I was able to tutor other students that were not good at math. I love math, by the way. Tutor other students who were not good in writing. Tutor other students who had issues with understanding their work. In 2019, I graduated with an associate's degree. I graduated with honors, summa. My journey did not end there. That the curriculum was going to change, and they were going to bring in interdisciplinary studies in psychology. And I had the option to choose between business or psychology, or sociology, excuse me. Another prayer was answered. Nyack allowed me to grow within the confines of 4 brick walls. It allowed me to mature. While I was on my journey, I brought others along. I would go up to people and ask them, did you apply for college? No, I didn't know. Come to the office. We're gonna bring you in. Yes, we're gonna bring you in. Education is not limited. No, but I don't think I can write. Yes, you can. You can write. You can do the work. My mom always told me, there's no such thing as you can't. She instilled that in me. And the word can't didn't exist in my vocabulary. Nor was I going to allow other individuals to utilize that word. Because the same way people believed in me and the same way people pushed in me, it is my obligation to believe in others and push others. Because knowledge is only as good as the people you share it with. In 2019, October 2019, I went before the parole board and I was granted my release. I was released on January 6, 2020, which is known as the Three Kings Day. The following week, I was here. Jamila Wright made everything happen for me, and I came here. I was a little concerned. I didn't know I'm released into this new society, this new environment, and I had to adapt, I had to adjust. For me, it was like, wow, I'm on campus. Wow, look at the view. Everything was just wow, look at the people. But what stood out to me the most was that I had nothing to fear. The fear that I had prior to coming into this building had went away. And the reason for that were because of the people who work here, because of the people who come to learn here. They embraced me. No one shunned me. And I was able to openly express to them my journey, my experience. And I was able to explain to them how things went on the inside and how there are many individuals who are very intelligent, who need that chance. And Nyack has provided that chance, not only to me. I stand before you representing as a voice to the voiceless, representing the individuals who I left behind, representing the individuals who came before me. See, standing here, I represent everybody in this room because Nyack believed in me. So the only thing for me to do is to pass the torch forward. And we need people to push us, to show us that we're not defined by our worst mistake, our worst decision in our lives. That doesn't define us. That's right. It doesn't. Paul, it didn't define Paul. It didn't define Peter. It doesn't define us.